Hello, and thank you for stopping by. Today I'm going to show you how to repair this pull starter that came off a 212cc engine that was on a go-kart. I'm going to repair this by replacing the pull cord. This would be the same repair whether it's on a go-kart, lawnmower, snowblower, pressure washer, anything that has a pull start. Some of the different engines will have a little different configuration, but the basics is the same. So let's get started. This is the cord that came out. And I'm using this cord to get the right measurement for the new cord that I'm going to replace it with. You could purchase the cord for these pull starts at your local hardware stores, big box stores, or online. I'm going to have the link down below to my Amazon affiliate account where you can pick up this cord. I bought a roll of this instead of buying the short pieces that you can purchase in the stores. I'm always going to be using this. A lot of the equipment I work on is older equipment. The cords generally go. So, but the choice is yours. You could buy a roll if you have a few machines laying around. And you could just buy the length of cords as you need. It's funny how they pack a cord. I buy electronic equipment that doesn't come with this much packaging. And here's the cord. This is the roll that it comes in. The advantage of buying a roll like this opposed to buying the short pieces, not only economical, but you always have it on hand when you need it. Okay, so let's measure this out. I'm just going to go end to end, leave a little bit for the knot. Don't forget the length that's on the handle. This gives me enough for the knot. To make it easier when you're piercing this rope through the holes it has to go through, we're going to burn the end and taper it. You can use a match, a torch, cigarette lighter like I just did, or whatever you have. This side's done. This side looks like it was done already. Alright. Now we have to take this handle apart. Different units might have a little different configuration. See how that knot's in there? So we're just going to replace that. Get yourself a pair of needle nose pliers. Pull this through. Get the new cord. Put it in. Get your pliers. Pull it through. Get yourself a knot. So, you don't want this tailpiece to be too long, either in the handle, because it'll be hard to put that handle back together, or especially inside the starter. It'll stick out and cause a problem. Okay, pull it tight. Okay, get the handle back together. Now yours might not be exactly like this, but the operation will be the same. Now this is set. Now we come to the starter itself. The way the starter works is when you pull the cord, these pawls or dogs, whatever you want to call them, come out. They catch the flywheel, they spin the flywheel. When it starts spinning, the spring pulls it back in. To install the new rope, we're going to wind this counterclockwise as tight as we can get it, then back up a little, and we have to line up the holes, this hole here to, where are we here? Okay, we have to line it up, this hole here to this hole down in the wheel. So let's tighten this up, counterclockwise. It's getting tight. That's as tight as it can go. We want to back it out a little because you don't want this to the very end when you pull it that you'll snap that spring inside. And also we have to line up the holes. So let's see now. Really. And here's the hole where it's got to come through. So we'll just slide this cord right in. Cord's coming through. Get your needle nose pliers. Pull it through so you can make a knot. This is where you could use 3 hands. Just put a screwdriver in so this doesn't unwind. Tie your knot. Pull it tight. You could burn this again if you want, but I never had these come out. Pull your cord back in. Push it down. If it's sticking out a little, push it down. And just slowly let it rewind. I went too far with that spring and it slipped off. It's not pulling back. If this happens to you, this bolt requires a 10mm socket to get it out. You have the bolt, the cap, and there's this little spring. You want to be real careful when you remove this. It could cause some harm. Okay, this is what we have. This part of the spring has to catch in here. And evidently, this unwound itself. Bend this to where it's got to go. This was just going to be a rope replacement. Getting a little deeper now. So put this back in. Now I have this rope on here. Let's see if I get this knot out. If you burned your knot and you can't get it apart, you could just snip it off. A little bit's not going to make a difference. Pull this out. And you turn this until you hear it catch. Okay, it's catching now. You can tell when it catches, it'll spring back. Got to put the cover back. These divots have to go in to this, where it's recessed. Don't forget the spring. This recoil came off an older engine, so the spring might be totally shot. Didn't look that healthy. And may need a new spring in here. Okay, the lugs are coming out. Now we'll start the process over again. I'm not going to make it as tight this time. And I'm backing it off. Line the 2 holes up. Put the screwdriver back in. And we'll try this again. And a little wiggling and jiggling over here. There we go. The rope's back in. Pull it through again. Make our knot. Put it tight. Through. Push it down. Pull the screwdriver out and let it recoil nice and slow. Now obviously, this wasn't wound enough. If you have a cord that's limp like this, on this particular engine, we have this notch over here. What you can do, pull this cord up and come around a few more times. I don't want that spring to pop again. Let's see how much it pulls in now. Almost there. Try it one more time. Normally I would just go around several times, but with that spring popping off the way it did, get the notch back to the hole, pull the rope tight, you got it. I had to go through the same process over again, but you can see how it's working now. So we got the new cord in, we adjusted that spring down below, and one last thing, I could have did this when I had it all apart, but I like to get some oil down in below. You don't want a heavy oil, just to keep it moving easy, and that's it, and that's all it takes. It's not a hard procedure. The difficulty that was with this one is the spring underneath was weak, and we had bends in to catch. It kept bending out. I made a few manual adjustments on it, and we got it to stay. So now, just have to bolt this back onto the engine, and it's ready to go. If you have any questions or comments, post them down below. I'll answer them to the best of my ability as quick as possible. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a like. It does help. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that Joe Z icon. And not to miss my new videos as I upload them, be sure to ring that bell. Until next time, stay safe.